We're cozy maxing today. We broke out the banger's blanket. It's been a while since I just straight up read a story. Yeah, I think Iwai Hime was the only and the last visual novel that I've done on this channel. So yeah, we're gonna try it out. I got my mic a little closer than usual, so I don't have to talk so loud. My energy is kind of ass today. Hello, shit ass. Hello, Joey. Thanks for showing up. What am I wearing? A blankie. I'm cosplaying bangers. I'm cosplaying the bangers. The bangers ex nobody. Should I put him there for visual effect? I could put bangers down there too, so people don't keep asking like, why are you a cat? I get it. I'm not an anime cat girl. I'm not allowed to be a cat. Whatever. Konnichiwa. Hello, that's honest. Hello, Crimson. Hi, Scats. Hi, Katan. Hi, Dead Space. Hi, Blue Bastard. Hi. I feel like shit today. Hi, Partyville. I'm gonna read a happy, warm, fuzzy time story. Okay. Hi, Saku. I don't remember ever actually playing this in its entirety, so I will probably finish. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wood chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a green, beautiful canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in the cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure that note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of a letter in the locker, but at least this way it shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling through the white painted sky are only a sign of the time passing in the stagnant world. Hi, Poupée. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startled me, interrupting my quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hisao? You came. A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of the dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. The voice, I've listened to it hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdrop to a conversation. I turn to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Woman! Iwanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. Was this yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line and that's the result? Pathetic. Yeah, I asked a friend to give you that note, and I'm so glad you got it. A shy and joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. There, my heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. A cacophonous sound. Noise is the music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly at the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart just grows louder. Whoosh. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. Well, you see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Isao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but it only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Is he having a heart attack? Isao? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Oh, he's got like arrhythmia or something. Isao! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak in the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, it all fades to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of branches above. Good morning, George. I'm in the hospital. We're having chill story time. Katawa Shoujo. I think when I played this, it was a fan translation. I think this is the first time I've ever even opened the official, translated version that they gave away. It's so crisp. Some ampules in a dish. Pile of glorp shit and some spools. Mikey Nell! That's that guy that was obsessed with Elf for a while. That's cool, I didn't know he worked on this. Bro was literally everywhere in the early 2000s. Like, what the hell? It's been 4 months since I had my heart attack. In that whole time, I could probably count the times that I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your own thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. I diagnosed him correctly. A strange word, a foreign and alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can even be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it's a miracle I was able to go so long in my life without anything happening. Is it really a miracle, though? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better and make me appreciative of my life. I really didn't do anything to cheer me up, though. My parents I think, were hit harder with the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. They already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, It felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room was a ward full of flowers and balloons and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt that. Even in the beginning, I barely even had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I just never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Well, in the hospital. It's not really a place that I'd like to live in. The doctors and the nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're all in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I'd ask the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, though, but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and the surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left behind on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking it was some kind of omen. I still asked the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations were low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answers shows that there's at least some hope. How's my mic to game volume ratio? Am I too close to my mic? I wanted to read quiet. Can you hear me? I'm trying to act but not go overboard. Okay, thank you. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it's just the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more of a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I'd just go back for more. I found that I liked reading. I think I even became a bit addicted. Started feeling naked without a book in my hand. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book that I was reading or the weather outside. It felt like time had blurred into some sort of gooey mass and I was trapped inside of it, instead of moving within it. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in the realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all that surrounded me would be the painful crash into my consciousness through the barrier of the nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my books would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest, it would just become harder to bear, that I would have to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, because I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gave me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some sort of special occasion? It can't be a party. There is this ritual that the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. And then he casually sits down at the edge of his bed next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment. "Hello, Hisao. How are you today?" I don't answer him, I just smile a little back at him. The stream is stuttering a lot, but I think that's on your end. Oh, let me know if anyone else is affected by that, and I could try to fix it. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now. and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. Doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand to take a look for myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to even react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from this paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Whoa. That's cool. They're putting him on depression medication. They're putting him on antipsychotics, insomnia. Does he really need all of that? Does he really need all of that? Come on. This is insane. Now they're stuttering. What? 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 Yeah, all my bars are at 4. What the hell? I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? I'm afraid that's the best we could do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken to your parents, and we believe that it's best for you to not return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me that he knew full well that I wouldn't like this. Am I gonna be homeschooled? Take every drug. One of them has to work. It's so stupid. Whatever my concern shows, it's being ignored. We all understand your education is paramount. However, I don't think it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. We gotta go to spatial school. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy, and it's specialized with dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and is only a few minutes away from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of the students there live on the campus. I think it's a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give the students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise the fact. If it was really free, then there wouldn't be 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital nearby a selling point. Well, of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple weeks back, and we think you'll like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You will need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to get back to school. I remember you wanting to return to school. And while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. Well, it's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little bit of help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of that school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. Yeah, one of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't fucking care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important is being decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, and now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something right now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact that I know now it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all of this. The hospitals, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school? What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate. Yep, that's not a bad thing. That is all I could really think of to get me through this. At least I still got something. Even if it is a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself into thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life looks like. Bililulu, 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 scene change. Bililulu, 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 bililulu. Oh, I look like such a handsome twink. Act 1. Life expectancy. Ooh. Bundle of hisao. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, the gates in general seem to do that, you know. But this one especially so. Is it showing top chat or all chat? It is showing top chat. Let's see. Oh, Beanie, hello. There you go. There you go. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. Why are you yelling at me? I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but I couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long. Beanie! Relax. My desk is covered in shit right now. She wants to be up here. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the game for too long. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy, and with a brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorm. There's supposed to be someone waiting here for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds for a school that would have. It's like more of a park with a clean walkway going past the trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. Kind of makes me shudder. Is that a dog? No, that's just a really old-ass cat. My cat is fucking ancient. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. This is your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind leafy canopies, too big and too many for just one school. Everything seems a bit off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's like an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it just doesn't feel like one at all. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish that there was somebody here that I could anchor myself to, you know? Something tangible, instead of feeling like I've stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about the hospital again, how they just say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Ugh. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Is green a calming color? Do I calm you? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life to return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, with this realization set in my head, I opened that front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Niki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked for you to get a brief check-in visit, so there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yeah, probably in the afternoon is fine. We should just get going and introduce you to the rest of the class, okay? They're all waiting. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel nervous. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher was saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? I mean, of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Alright then, let's go. My heart is pounding in my chest, but it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked to the classroom 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters. Morning everyone, sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing at the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point in worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. There's the gang. Oh my god, a brown girl. Literally me. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around and between all the desks. The entire wall is taken up by blackboards and high, old-fashioned windows, only making them seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and a wooden chair with metal frames, simple and efficient. I stopped walking in front of the classroom to face the other students. They all look normal, like the students from my other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me, have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. And then I noticed one of the girls who seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. Well, that's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendencies to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see someone looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair. It's pretty eye-catching. She sees me looking back at her and she covers her face with her hand, as if it'll make her look invisible. There's only one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl is making some weird hand motions. Is that sign language? She peers over at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she was doing. She's kinda cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please, welcome our new classmate. He claps his hands, and everyone except the one girl in the first row, who has only one hand, does as well. She has one hand, she can't clap. Ooh. I cringe a little, but I hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause that I did not deserve. Look at this guy in the back. He's like Peter Griffin mid-stroke. Like, who the fuck is this? He's like, what an unfortunate guy. Which is kind of funny because, like, yeah, if you were to take off their jackets, they're all kind of dressed like Peter Griffin because they got the white shirt and the green pants. He does look a lot like Peter Griffin. Yeah, even his haircut. Is Family Guy going in 2007? When did this game come out? Is this an American high school? Someone's in the back geeking the fuck out. He claps his hands and so does everyone. Okay. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And then after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone even though I am a new student. And then after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly every other self-introduction ever. I should say something more interesting. I end up saying nothing. So the teacher picks it up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said, though. Few girls are whispering to each other and throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along and letting my gaze sweep across the room again. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he does, they clap their hands again, which is like a really weird thing to do after someone talks. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her wrist stump. Her wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. She's clapping her stump. It makes me feel a little bad for her. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, that's fine with me. Well, that's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How the fuck will I know? This teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Calls out her name. The cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and golden eyes waves her hands at me. I take a seat next to her, by the window. Hey! I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too. But I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Shichan. Giggling, Misha points at the girl next to her, the one using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once, nonchalantly, then to show me that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced at the tip of a dainty nose and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hand. Ah, Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," or, "Oh, better to explain things to you." You seem a little confused right now, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan's deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says, "Nice to meet you too." So you're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be standing up here for no reason. Right? Right? It's funny, if that was Japanese, she'd just be hitting you with the desho, or ne. She's one of those girls, like a desuwa. Thanks, Blue. Seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today. So soon. He-chan, right? He-chan. Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say that out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I really don't see how. Well, it fits. You look just like I imagined. You look just like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth with each other excitedly. Their hands begin to blur. Oh, Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants to know. I want you to know that she's the class rep. So, if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you hadn't had time to walk around and, familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit. Oh my god, I stumbled with it too! Am I Misha? I'm literally Misha Beanie. She just knocked over beer bottles. She's protesting my messy desk. Misha stumbled with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Poor guy settled it with the name Hick-chan. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to the class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're gonna go before you go, not just with school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Learn about where you're going. Well, I guess I didn't really bother to do that. Or I just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to it a long time ago, half-assedly. But anyway. I don't say anything. And Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I felt like slumping over in my seat, but both of them are smiling. But that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep. You look down, are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal. As much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test. All right. And another thing. You don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time, You can call Shi-chan Shi-chan. But I thought I was Shi-chan. Okay, well maybe that's a little too casual for her. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate? Yep. Shizune is fine. Okay, well, That'd be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. So, I feel kind of like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all about the business. Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess. Oh! Huh? Oh, right! We haven't even touched on the assignment. We should start working on that now, or Shi-chan's gonna get mad! The assignment is kind of long. So, should we start now if we want to finish it before the end of class? Oh yeah, that too! Huh. Shizune glazed at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand this. Well, and now they're fighting. You leave Beanie alone. Okay, I get the message. Well, after class, we can all take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of both difficult and it's unnecessarily long. Still, we finish it in a few minutes earlier than everyone else in class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha's a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention, a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel kind of guilty about it. The clock tower bell begins to ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch! Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems so spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiasticness statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care as we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students with special diets. Oh nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of each patient. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently on the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand sign, so the point kind of escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything, you know. We're your guides, and you should ask us if there is something. Oh, I wonder. Ask about deafness, ask about the library. I think I got everything. Seems a little personal. Oh yeah, is there a library at this school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gave kind of a frown that makes it clear that she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's on the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I returned to my food while the girls began talking amongst themselves. Misha and Shizune signed back and forth in very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. They're talking shit! No! Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. It's so cute. I quickly noticed the conversation in sign. It's not enough to fill the silence. That's so mad awkward. We arrive in the classroom early. But we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed from before is slumped over her desk in the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the door with the elegance of a rhino. The jump! She shirks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice her or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to talk. I'm left wondering about her, even when the class slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of this school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Us OG weebs, we used to call her Bacon-chan. Towards the end of the class, I started yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be so tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's that long time I spent at the hospital that made me like this. It's like I'm feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We gotta hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. Oh. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Ah, wait, the teacher said that I'd have to see the nurse. Where would I have to go? Oh, is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, but we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out their senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building right here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yumaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Huh? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll find it from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, bye. Thanks. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education. Well, I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that it's really going to be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left with the green cross with the text Head Nurse and nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I just invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells kind of strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there. What can I do for you today? This young-looking man is sort of rugged, but his dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away with his smile. Are you the nurse? He's got cool music. Why does he sound cool? Yeah. Oh, sexy saxophone too? Hell yeah. He smiles like a person who has heard his very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, though, or just nurse like everyone else. Well, of course I shake off my confusion, realizing that I should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with a revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that, Nakai. I was just reading your file this morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in the vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good. Well, we've been briefed about that in the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities here available, mostly for physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at the nighttime, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, it's just like a hospital. Not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgeries here. This joke felt out of place, that I'm left thinking why he even said that. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it. Yeah, I made the nurse a smoker, fuck you. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now let me find your file again. He's searching for something in his computer and shuffles a stack of paper around. I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I like to say. Beige walls and ceilings, gray laminate floors, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school's nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day from all the good food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, what's Nope Nope Nurse? Is that also a visual novel? So, you already have medication for arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't help much. Also, hi Kodomaru. I forgot I made him grunty. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to at his own joke, but I don't. Look at him, he's so kawaii in the face. Well, I play soccer occasionally with my classmates. Alright, well, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At this time, at least for this time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did that out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion on the chest area? There's no mention of the cause on the papers. Not exactly? I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances over his papers with more serious expressions on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you some good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. A brisk walk or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing, you know, swimming maybe. There is a pool here. I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure that if you've been told before, you just need to take care of not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks, you know, take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them down on the desk. Obviously content. Good, then that's it. Come meet me if you ever need something. I am ushered out before I even realized it. A quick visit indeed. I ended up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although, to my eyes, they still looked like the same one. The first real look I got at the other students, so I watched... It is the first real look I got at the other students, so I watched people coming out of the school, going towards the gates or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And still, I keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students for a special school. Well, then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, you know, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The wariness in me grows and I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and the overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside for all so long. The dorm building is big and made of red bricks, just like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. Yeah, us. All of us are now enrolled in special school, PN. Wake up, it's time for special school. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key that I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Okay. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs, and some go for elevators at the ends of the hallways. Same goes for the elevators. I poke my head around the corners of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods to give a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems like only the girls here are very sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. There's a small corridor branch off the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates of the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there's just the 2 of us here? A light shines from below the door of room 117. So I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? Hi, Zadjor. From inside, I hear a few movements and then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors should have. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through extremely thick glasses. Oh, is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses on if he was? He leans in closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks like garlic. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I would introduce myself. His face suddenly brightens in the realization. And then he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out with a smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? My name's Kenji. Hi. My god, he even has the Gryffindor scarf. He's literally Harry Potter. That's funny. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. It's a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. That was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too, you know? You can't judge a book by its cover. Is he the local paranoid schizophrenic? Probably has OCD too if he's got that many locks. Kenji's fun. His out-of-place proverb left hanging between us awkwardly as I tried to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. Ugh! You're a brave man, Hisao! Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about it for a little while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. He's saying I look dumb? Probably. What do you look like? I hope you don't look smart. Oh, he is blind. He squints his eyes and leans closer again. But I lean back to kind of dodge it. Never mind. Doesn't fucking matter. And with that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search for his door handle, shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood. Ugly fucking curtains, dude. It's no one's room. Impersonal, just like the hospital was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed. looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Well, it seems like a number of school uniforms are hanging in there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, John. We've packed up your things and made your bed for you. They said that if these don't fit, you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can call us always. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. At least there would have been something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lay down in the bed, feeling drained. Laying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned for me wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just kept growing until I had to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day today, too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick one up and shake it to hear the contents rattle inside, and then I read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. They would not write that on the pill. It doesn't really say that, but it might as well. Okay. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals. That's so relatable. I hate it. And then they don't even take the edge off on the worst days. They just get you to baseline. Fucking meds. I hate meds. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct doses. I lay down, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar. Not even after the darkness falls and long shadows draw across my rooms like fingers. That's right, Beanie. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm, nest-like against the chill that passes for the room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I can recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping down my spine yet again. I keep drifting further away from the world that I knew. This bitch. It's like literally every sentence she's got a merp at me. Hi, Kurzik. Yeah, I find a lot more people are familiar with the characters. I think Rin has no arms, and then one girl is only missing one hand from the wrist. I don't think she's important, though. I wake up in this strange room. Solid morning light shimmers through the gray ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room. Isn't it? My room. This is the 3rd room this year that I can call mine. Various things around here remind me of that indeed. It's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle and shake out a pill and pop the tablet from the foil sheets. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but I'm feeling fresh clothes against my back. It was a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. Not much different than the one I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure the others are. Take care, Kurzik. Thanks for stopping by. Or perhaps, people like me, people like them, are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do the people do? I do see a lot of kids hanging around after class yesterday. So maybe there's like clubs? If so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, just to ask her. She crosses her arm and shifts her gaze toward Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly and evenly flat. She might also have OCD. I'm diagnosing every one of these children.
I'm sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That is a good question, Hee-chan.
My first thought is that she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway. Misha, please don't prove me right.
Oh, that is right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like festivals coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with doing it. Doing, whatever. So, actually, you transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too.
Went audio only and still getting lots of pauses and stutters. Is that not happening for everyone else? I don't know what to do. I have everything casting out into 1080. Maybe try decreasing your quality. Wait, sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes.
I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event. I'm not from the area, so...
She starts signing desperately at Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy.
Oh. Huh. Who cares?
Misha puffs out her chest and then she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. No problem, Waffles. I hope you can figure it out. This story is very cute so far. Too loud. I can see heads turning into our direction. Hi, Zenless.
Not so loud. Huh? Human beings involved with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind the festival will inevitably change over time. Oh. Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you can play to win prizes!
The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we were, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care.
We're in the middle of class, so we should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That is right. Hee-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? Well,
Well, it could have been the eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between the two of them. Misha's tones also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind, when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she's been working in any group, and no one even seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who is also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Beanie, stop. Why doesn't he say anything?
Hee-chan, is something wrong?
Do I look uneasy? As uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking at the girl who left? No, nothing.
Huh?
Look at her face! Look at Shi-chan's face!
Ah!
She's so cute and derpy.
Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Yeah. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, Hee-chan, perfect!
The rest of the class passes by uneventfully. The girl with the long hair, she never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into it, where she would have gone, the teacher informs that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks a little more annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work in time. I'm just glad that we finished it all. It's not a contest or anything.
Yes, it is Hee-chan.
Impossible. Come on.
Really?
Really? Well, I've noticed this before, but it is kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else says at any given time. Oh my god, she's a genius. Obviously, so Shizune can understand it, her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. Well, I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but I might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune? I'm used to looking at the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really? Shizune can't hear me. But it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. But then again, isn't that what she's doing to me? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and it'll take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me, as if surprised that I am challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Are you sure, Hee-chan?
Very sure.
Well, you're wrong, Hee-chan. Because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
This bitch is so fucking stupid. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact kind of way. She hit us with the actually. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. Lunchtime with the girls. Trying to get you onto their route, or maybe just being friendly to the new guy. I don't know if there's a way to do a route selection yet. I've only had the one option. I didn't ask about how she became deaf. So I think that blocked me from Shizune's route. Because I didn't give a shit to ask. I don't know who I want. Shizune.
Where do you want to eat?
Well, the cafeteria.
Let's Plane. Ah, fine. Okay, let's go.
Plane? Well, I guess. Will you just come in and yell at me? Okay, I think my cat actually needs something. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back, and I accidentally clicked the game, so I fucked up the dialogue, so I'm gonna read from the thingy. Sorry! I think Bangers was trying to fix it. The water fountain broke, and it was unplugged, and the cable was chewed on. So I'm gonna give Bangers the benefit of the doubt, saying he was trying to fix the fountain for them. Yeah. There's no way that he pulled it out and broke it on purpose. He wouldn't do that. Not my Bangers, not my son. Bangers, yes, he was just trying to help. Okay. At my old school, I'd like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't really find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Oh, there we go. Shizune and Misha pulled me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some of the students favor eating in the classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finished eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier.
So, Hee-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Oh. Right, Shi-chan. Right, Shi-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she was about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything that you're really interested in?
Well, I used to play soccer, but I was never really into it. I don't follow any teams or players or anything like that. Well, as of late, I usually just read a lot.
Huh. There is a book club, right, Shi-chan? Right? But it seems like they have all the members they could possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan. It's a very popular club. Okay, but more to the point. Hee-chan, does this mean you don't have anything already in mind?
Not really?
Great! Good! That's great! Hee-chan, that's really great!
Fucking schizo. Why is that so great?
No reason! Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs and upcoming festivals, there's one other thing. Student council!
I see. I didn't know this student had a council. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though. So just tell me that. Fuck. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a matter of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who is the voice of whatever she says. It's such a funny dynamic.
Right? Hee-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely you should join.
Why?
Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hee-chan. She-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, She-chan's the president.
I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not actually be the most unbiased people to talk about this to.
Hi, Goodale.
As if reading my mind, Shizune adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha.
Oh. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to.
So you are admitting that?
No, we have admitted nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course, it would be nice if you joined and we would appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in working on one's school. Yep, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hee-chan?
I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they've already been pretty cute to begin with. Well...
So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hee-chan. What? What?
No reference.
Aw, see, Hee-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right. Though it would be so boring if it went smoothly. Oh well, Hee-chan owes me some candy now.
You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seemed very intrigued by this when Misha signs it out to her. The aggressive glint in her eyes returns.
Huh? That's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game.
That isn't what I said.
How about rich man, poor man, Hee-chan? If you lose, you join the student council.
Absolutely not. No.
Aww. Why not?
Well, because you two both have the same incentive, therefore the same goal, which is to get me in the student council, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, that isn't my goal, which means that the both of you can team up and I'll be at clear disadvantage. I will have to decline.
Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying that you don't trust us and that we'll post something disingenuous? That makes me sad.
Sorry? It's hard to tell whether Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin.
Well, in order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council.
No!
How about a game of paper football? Instead of rich man, poor man?
Paper football.
Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it through the goalpost that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between just two people, Hee-chan. And it's It's also played in elementary school and by middle school children, Shi-chan. Whoa! Well, that means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men.
More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not gonna play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means that you're surprisingly probably gonna be good at it.
Yeah, that's true. Jeez. How did you know, Hee-chan?
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. Beanie, I gave you your water. Please. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me on the student council, but I am a little curious on what the student council even does here. I've never really been on one before, or even known anyone who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Huh?
Okay, Hee-chan. How about Risk? The game of world domination! Oh, I love Risk. When I was in high school, I'd had Risk games that would go for like 3 days, and we'd leave the board in the art classroom in the corner, and if anyone touched it, we'd get so like autistically enraged because it was like a public art room. And that's just where me and the nerdy kids hung out during like lunch and stuff. I love Risk! Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything.
Sounds like Shizune would be good at that.
Well, if you want to play, we can after school. Really, Shi-chan? We can just play for fun, Hee-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached.
Ah, well, okay.
Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room. Okay, Hee-chan?
Wait, why there?
Because that's where we keep the games.
I grimace to tell them how much I don't like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean to anything concrete by accepting to take a look around and play the game with her. Lunch ends, and we go back to class. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, and if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be too nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I tried to escape. I feel a little offended, but I'd been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people had made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable at all. Well, in fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being teleported or transported to his cell. Teleported.
What's wrong, Hee-chan? Huh? Well, that's right. We're only gonna go play a game of Risk, remember?
I don't know, Misha. It all seems a little sinister to me. I started thinking that when we sit down to play a game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? You guys make it seem like... This makes you guys being so on top of me seem silly. Well, that's not true, Hee-chan. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability of pulling off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffled face and puts her hand behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Mm-hmm. Misha feigns deafness and hums tearfully. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than the classrooms. There's even a big table in the center with some chairs and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back, which I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks stacked along the side as well. Extras perhaps? Aside from the tables and the chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put like a potted plant in here or something. I don't know. But the most notable thing is that the room doesn't have any other people. Are we early?
No.
What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming by today?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, she clapped. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically.
Huh.
Hee-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you?
You have to.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain them to you while we set everything up.
While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, it does look kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing onto me. I start to feel more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Well, Risk could take forever. I've had like 1 hour long Risk games. I've had 24-hour long Risk games. Like, if you're playing with smart people, it could take a long fucking time. Halfway into the game, while I was trying to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from the two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the tables to get my attention. Hee-chan wants to know why you're taking so long to make the move. Shi-chan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle something like that over my head as an offer means that she knows that I care about the outcome of this game. Yes, right, Beanie. And anyway, no. Shi-chan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. You are so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take that as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little bit more magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it out for Shizune, who returns and signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index finger against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing.
Wait, please slow down, Shi-chan. Hee-chan. Shi-chan says something like, you're going to lose.
Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion.
Okay.
The eyes of her shine in with childlike mischief. Oh, look at that. Shi-chan activated. She's maximum Humu. She's gone maximum Humu overdrive. Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief.
She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't.
She has a point. Attack aggressively. It's a trap. It's smarter to play defensive. Okay, so I gotta think Risk Braid. If I'm being attacked by both places, I gotta hold firm or else they're gonna take me back from behind. you know, maybe put all my soldier turn into the one spot, put both lines back to back, do it like 300 and build a human wall and don't fucking move. I'm gonna play defensive. It's likely she's gonna try to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense set up, but I'm not gonna wreck it doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lost the game anyway. Fuck! Shizune adjusted her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist into the air in celebration.
Hee-chan, you lost when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, Shi-chan, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Oh, no, I have no riz. Ambition, Hee-chan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition, ambition! I was really excited when you took South America, but when you switched up playing defensively, just because you gained a small advantage, that's no good, Hee-chan.
I didn't know my other parts.
You didn't take enough risks. And when you did, you didn't follow through. Terrible, Hee-chan.
Damn. Was it to her? What's it to her if I played too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face.
Oh, I wonder if you would have been any good at the student council.
What is this? Reverse psychology? Well, I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case.
Oh, giving up just like that? I expected more from you.
Seriously, is Shizune gonna taunt me about joining the student council? They're really trying every fucking tactic in the book, dude. Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. Can't make that sort of commitment now. I haven't even taken a look at the other clubs yet, you know? And these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council. But I want to take a look at the other clubs before I decide.
Really? Hee-chan? Oh, you're not just saying that to make us feel better.
Yeah. I'm just not sure what I want that I want to, you know?
Aww. Okay, Hee-chan, but we're not gonna give up so easily. You said maybe, so there's still a chance you'll come around. Right? Oh. Come on. We would really have fun. We'd play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me. Unless we graduate before that.
This doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know?
Oh. Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we could play a game that you know then, you know? Give you a handicap?
Oh, that's funny because it's a special school. I might have said that just to make you feel better after all.
That's cold, Hee-chan.
I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I spent far too long playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether or not the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall.
Oh.
It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shi-chan.
We think the library is open. It's on the 2nd floor. You can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is?
No, thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow?
Bye-bye!
One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The 2nd floor hallway is a carbon copy of the 3rd floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts is not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. The library's one of them? Or maybe it's somewhere down this hallway. I bet out the ladder. I choose my direction at random. After I turn the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either. It's barely ajar, so I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for a library tour to be invitingly opened, but while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. Well, at the very least, that means there's someone inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push through the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if it's groaning from a deep sleep, although it is much easier to open than I'd anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek "hello" on my lips is quickly snatched away. Aryan woman! This is not what I was expecting. Mindlessly, I let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sights of a solitary figure sitting in center stage in an otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing in the doorway staring at this beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. "Hello there. May I help you?" Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room herself. She's a being separate from the room herself. Blah, 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 blah. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid my eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she is strikingly distinct. Oh, she's a foreigner. Let me guess. Britain? England? France? America? Hi. Sorry for intruding. I must have gotten kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as though it's carefully choreographed beforehand. A graceful beauty. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite of her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on a wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is pretty telling. That, and the slight cloudiness of her eyes, makes me think that she's at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't even have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese? As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council's office. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yeah, I just transferred here yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One which I had hastened to match before realizing the futility of such action. Oh yeah, I guess you can't see. I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. She gave me a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. Wait a second. I have to clear my passage. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid along the shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whatever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she has followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty fingers to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how differently they adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself doesn't seem to have workarounds for her problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty over her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of offering a prepared drink.
So,
Her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance.
which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school.
The school library. Shizune and some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup and then she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stored.
I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 33, no?
Well, that's right. In the science room with Mato. She gives a small giggle before settling the teaspoon down and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand.
He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do.
She sits down the tea, and I gently take it and have a sip. I'm more of a coffee person, but it seems a rather bad moment to bring that up. Nonetheless, it does smell quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. Tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face.
Lily, please. No need to be too formal.
She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she is catering to me. So, which class are you from? I'd imagine it's one of the third-year classes?
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyaki, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students.
I see. And sorry, but I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. Looking at her in the face, though, she doesn't seem to least put off by it.
My, there's no need to change your speech on my account.
Sure, I guess. Sorry, I guess. I'm not really... I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this can be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions.
A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue to another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind the school that I'd like to have lunch at.
I come here very often during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for official clubs. So, a friend and I used to use this room for having tea.
Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms do seem almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems calm and relaxed, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's club. What kind of clubs are there to join?
Well, the most popular ones are Track and Field Club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtime, the Baseball Club, and then the Book Club in the room near the library. There's numerous small ones too, such as art and music clubs. At the time, I'm just wanting to get on my feet. Rushing into a club right away does seem kind of unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? Well, it isn't, but it is encouraged. Ah, good. Well, that's a relief. I've really let down my guard around this girl.
to let such a thing slip out. The fact seemed to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking as Lily does the same. As I look over the window over her shoulder, I notice that the light coming into the room is a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Ah, wow, the time's gone quickly.
Sorry.
Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It's just, the sun is starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise to her. I guess she must have lost track of the time.
I'm sorry, Isao. I don't mean to keep you from the library so long.
I move quickly to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. This whole game's plot is him trying to get to the library.
Well, it's true. It's open till 6:30 during the weekdays.
Quick glance at my watch confirms that I still have enough time to get there. I might have to get going if that's the case. It has been nice talking to you though, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands neatly folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Oh, and come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is?
I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it, right? Alright. Well, unless my navigation skills fail me. Again. Which they seem to have a habit of doing.
Well, it's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you to.
I guess it is. It gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny their offer. Well, I mean, if you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. She stands up to follow me and she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that had been slipped out of the handle of her bag and onto the floor. Compared to the cane the boy had in my class, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave in that peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door of a warm-looking room, apparently situated at the center of the floor, rather than the either wing. Ladies first? She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is a wooden library counter with the library proper being on the right. Easily dwarfs my old school's library with the distinct smell of old books. It's giving the place almost an old world air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either on the school grounds or in the dorms by now.
Yuko, are you here?
She says into the thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't really see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction.
Oh!
Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
Oh!
The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to an extremely rigid attention.
Hi, Lily! How can I help you?
Her voice is strained from failing the attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound.
Oh, it's nothing. I just, hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and then while I was looking for the both of them, you came and surprised me, and then
Are you alright? Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't know.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry for making you worry. It's nothing. I've had worse things happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apology, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by the bashing of her own head on a counter. Yeah, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her hair as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around on the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit the library perfectly.
Oh, Lily, did you get my message? Message. Oh. Oh, the 2 imported books have arrived. Right. They finally came in. I can't believe that it took so long, but...
Amidst their celebration, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eyes and freezes on the spot when she does.
Oh no, I'm so sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry.
The way she can so quickly shift between 2 moods is really unsettling.
He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right? Hisao. Pleased to meet you, Hisao.
For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name into her mind so she won't forget it. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Her name is Yuko. The librarian's name is Yuko. She's cute. She looks older too. She's got like eye bags. It kind of looks a little more wrinkly than the other characters. She might be a hag, guys. Hag representation. Let's go. Lily's innocent suggestion is met with the expression of abject terror.
Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could possibly be interested in. This is too much responsibility.
How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get her, but her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are.
But...
So there's a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least, partially, as Yuko seems to, well, not exactly relax, but at least look less tense.
Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or on audio.
Makes sense, given all the blind students that's here. Well, if it's only that, then how come this library is so big in the first place?
Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelf all of them. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could just quit this job.
A very awkward silence follows the revelation of too much information. Why is she trauma dumping on these children? I'll go check on the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably the best for all of us if she just doesn't keep talking to me.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I have those books, if it's all right.
My first impression was, the library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of books in random order, occasionally sliding one to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. Oh god, she would not do well in retail, dude. She needs like a data entry job where she doesn't have to talk to a single customer. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arm. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the books sinks in. Sure, they're large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is still just a library. It is as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily snuck into here with us, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that just puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study and personal reading. I go a little further, though, to discover a quiet little corner in the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on several beanbags. It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she's acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious appearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl? I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would to anyone else. She's my classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me beneath her fringe. This is the first time I've ever seen her this close. Underneath that long, dense bangs, I can see part of her face, at least a third, if not half. It's pretty scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn towards the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until my eyes met her own. For a second, I'm shocked, and I divert my eyes to the book in her hands before realizing that looking away properly only makes it worse. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm gonna apologize. Ooh, wait, I like her though. I don't wanna fuck this up. Okay, I'm gonna soften the blow before I make it about myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I'll let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems very uncertain of whether or not it's okay or not for me to sit here, but she finally nods just a little. Okay. I take a seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. So sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. This song is giving Kokiri Forest. I can't. I'm so distracted by it. Every once in a while, the flute picks up and I'm like, is this just the Kokiri Forest song? Am I crazy? Does anybody else? Can you hear the flute in the background? That's literally just the Kokiri Forest song from the N64 Zelda. Am I crazy? Does anybody else hear that? It's like activating something in my brain. I'm Hisao! She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. I know. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Probably the same sound font. What the fuck is a sound font? Is that a thing? Oh, do you think it's like, just like the meaty packet that comes with the RPG Maker? Or whatever? Somehow I think this delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. Or is this the urge to say nice name? Just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing that I could think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different from each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check out these books, if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books that I picked up, and she buries her face into her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander into her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize she's doing the same to me and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts to me like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcibly from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. Hi. I gotta go do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me off guard, that I don't manage to go after her until she's got a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl run past here?
Maybe. What did she look like?
Long, dark hair, kind of shy, and she had some scars on her face.
You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you?
Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and I tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something.
Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better try and find her.
Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time.
Right. I'll see you later then? Damn, she left without a word. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. Oh my god, Yuko looks like she wants to fucking die. She looks like she wants to die. I love an anxious adult woman because I feel represented. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What do you mean? What did you do? Nothing. I was just looking for some books and then she got this fit and just ran off. The most offending thing I can think of is what I might have looked like. The most offending thing I could think of is I might have looked in her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be really careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed with other people talking to her. Well, isn't that a bit strange? Well, I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing, but then again, maybe it's just the norms around here. Everyone has their own problems or else they wouldn't even be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual will only make me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room? Yuko's fidgeting, looking like she wants to say something to that, but she resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel like it is. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It kind of makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? No. It sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anybody else. Neither of us really had anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence with shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that. Oh yeah, that's funny because the teacher did that and the nurse did that. Like literally every adult, when they don't want to talk to these kids, they end the conversation by digging through the paper pile on their desk. That's so funny. Is there a librarian route where you could bag the hag? If this was Ryukishi 7, yes. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, the library should be closing soon, and I have to do it. And I hope that isn't too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah. I do want some books, but I left them over there because, yeah, I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. Well, at least, when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier in the year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill the time. I couldn't do much else. I see. She doesn't say anything, she just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact? Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl in my pocket for the key to the door. The sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying or the key that I'm almost managed to get into the lock. Who is it? I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses gives me a dark, sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Sound effects.
Who is me? I don't know anybody called me. Are you some new guy again?
This guy's such a schizo. I love this guy. His voice is suddenly strange and quick. Well, yeah, we met before, though. Yesterday.
I don't think so. I would remember somebody who I just met yesterday. When was that? What day is it today?
I'm trying to ignore him. Is he joking? Or what?
Prove to me that we met before.
You live across the hall. You're Kenji.
Ah! Ah! Drat! They got my info.
You forgot to wear your tinfoil hat. Now the government knows everything about you, Kenji. Get back inside. Get back inside. It's safe inside. Go back inside and relatch all 11 of your locks. The government is coming. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear.
How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, or you're telling the truth, and I just can't remember you, or you're a spy! He pauses. A psychic spy!
His eyes dart around at me, trying to peek into my room, although it is hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. He failed his OBSEC. I am not psychic.
How do I know that, I'm not a mind reader.
This guy's awesome. Kenji points his finger at my face damningly.
Unlike you!
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What the fuck is wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies. If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken! You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is really, really slim. Maybe at a distance. But who do you think you're kidding?
I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Ugh. Stay there. Kenji comes closer. One careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically. Although I doubt he could do much even if he did.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I see it now. Damn, it's really you!
Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step back, just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong?
I don't know. Just had something stupid happen to me. Well, a few stupid things, actually. Even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we ever had contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all. You can never be too careful.
It's just a really hard reality that we live in. I'm slowly starting to think Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. You see, this is how it is. This world. There's no justice. You see, even when I lose, I win because I don't lose the lessons. What does that even mean? Doesn't matter. He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So what happened? Why the long face, Do you normally have a long face? He's a shapeshifter. Just kidding. I'm on this guy's schizo pill. He can't be trusted. Hisao is a shape-shifting alien lizard person who works for the government. It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She just ran away from me. Homie's gonna surf InfoWars in 2007. Yeah, bro's in his 30s today. Like, if you were to think of the timeline, bro's in his fucking 30s and he's a fucking groiper and loves Nick Fuentes now. He's a lizard man coming to steal Earth's water supply. I'd watch that movie. Was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all of this yet. A girl. A cute one. Cute? Well, that's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but her face... Yeesh. Well, I guess it could go either way. Is she a butterface? Guys, do we like Bacon Chan? One for she's cute, two for she's not cute. Is Bacon Chan cute? Go! I mean Hanako. Go! Do we like Bacon Chan? One if we like Bacon Chan. Resounding unanimous love for Bacon Chan. Yeah, she's cute, I guess. I knew it. What do you want to bet his next sentence is gonna be, you fucking fake cell, get off my floor? Yeah, lasagna girl. Yeah, roadmap face. All of them are cutes. There are a lot of cute girls here. Strangely disproportionate amount of cute girls. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. Do you think the amount of cute girls is a psyop, Kenji? I'm really dying to know. I tried to warn you, man. But did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets. Yeah, dark secrets. Extremely dark. Like a black hole. Have you ever noticed the number of the girls is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40. He turns his head from left to right and then stares off to the distance at nothing. Oh god. Our Foyd's a psyop. Why is it like this, I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear all too that bad, but that is a full 20%. The numbers never lie. Hisao, the numbers never lie. One would think that the school is such a large pool of women is a man's dream, but no! What I'm gonna tell you is about to blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't know where this is going, but I think I would be missing much by cutting out now. Yeah, we have to know where this rant is going. No, I am not ready. It only goes as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not. I believe that this school is a battleground, a site of feminist infiltration. Oh god, he is gonna call me a fake cell. I'm not ready. The Foyds are evil. Chat. This isn't a dating sim, this is now a conspiracy sim. We must destroy all Foyds. The disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they've come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Oh shit, the feminists are coming, dog, the feminists. Just another skirmish in an eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Oh shit. The replacement theory had nothing to do with Indians. It's about women. I watched this one weird German movie where the only men on the planet were used as semen milking, and then it was just a female utopia. I forget the name of the movie. I should try to find that for our watch-alongs. He knows. He knows the great replacement theory is about gender. That's why so many people are trans now.
Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers, you know. In the past, the build of a military has always been the clearest sign of an imminent war.
Guys, can I date Kenji? He's fun.
Wait, no, that would make me gay, which means the feminists win.
I can't let them shake me, boys.
Japan is the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is so small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value.
He's so right. Oh my god. I've yet to hear a single lie come out of this man's mouth.
The perfect targets. They're so coming. They're so cunning, as expected of women. Foids.
You should just replace the word with foids. There's enough hate in this sentence, it needs to say foids. Kenji will prevail by denying the foids his essence. Oh shit. Yeah, he would lose his essence if he gave it to another. He's totally never goon. Like his essence does not leave him. He will literally go fucking work out for 8 hours if he wakes up with wet dreams.
He's like, disgusting! The foids are winning!
And then he'll go pump some iron. The man should start a podcast. Bro was fucking blackpilled in 2007. This is a 4chan collaborative game.
The perfect target. They're so cunning. So the day will come when...
Kenji's voice trails off ominously.
This is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then they'll kill you. Just as they killed me. You will end up just like me.
You're dead?
Is Kenji a zombie?
Oh. Hell no. I can't stop myself from blurting that out loud.
Hey, what the hell does that fucking mean?
I mean, you said it, not me. That's the best as I could think of in the moment. Oh, shit.
So? You're not supposed to say something like that. That's so fucking rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
Stop it, dude. Just stop. I lost you way, way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration?
Too hard to follow, It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room and like puppets. Do you like puppets? Well, fuck, everybody loves puppets.
No puppets. Hisao, you fucking suck. Can I change my main character and just be Kenji on a tirade to destroy all foids?
You don't like puppets? Okay, but graphs are still cool, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I can finish talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rap on. Hisao can only handle so much red pilling in a day. The Reckoning. Can we get a spin-off game of Kenji? I like him way better than Jeffrey from Class of 09. What do you bet though Kenji's also into feet? No. Kenji strikes me as a giantess thing. Which also Jeffrey was into giantesses. This is too strange. I had him pegged as a relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. Kenji is a Saba simp and a unicorn now. Fuck. I feel so bad for the people who membered up to Saba and only got 3 streams since her debut. Oh, those poor guys. Member to Nono, because I have no life. And even when I'm sick to death like today, I will be here just doing something stupid instead. Okay? I will never sabotage my career. Yeah, sabotage my career. Can we make that can we make that an adjective? Saba-taj.
Something on your mind, dude?
Oh yeah, since Senzawa, it is a problem. Which is honestly, I think, why a lot of people, they can get away with being V-tweeters and hiatus surfers for so long and still not lose an audience, is because people have been groomed by Senzawa slash Gura slash Saba into accepting the bare minimum just so they can have access to cute girl conversation. Sad. Honestly, I think there should be more Kenjis out there and this wouldn't happen. Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset. Oh, you mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world, okay? That is my dream! You can't just steal a man's dream! What the hell? There can't be two last sane men? Then well, that would invalidate the whole last part of it. And that part's the most important. I liked her better when she was just skipping streams for alcoholism. I liked her better when she would just stream drunk. But that's the thing about VTubers. You really separate the human. You separate the human from the character. That's why I really regret just making my character me, but anime. Because like I can't separate the character from me, because this bitch is just me. It's really depressing. You know how fun kayfabe would be? I'd be out here doing woo ASMRs and shit. I'm just kidding. You will never get a woo ASMR from me. I am more likely to just eat disgusting shit. I'm more of a Pipkin Pippa. Just gonna eat gross shit and be a bigot every once in a while. I know people who still simp hard for Saba. Many such cases. She's not the only one. I know people who still simp hard for Gunpei. There can only be one. Like in that foreign movie where there can only be one. And in the end, there's only one dude left. Because that's the whole fucking point! I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before. This guy is 4chan representation. Like he's just fluent in Japanese. Anyway, if you wait here, I can go get my graphs, and I have this list of other dark and complex conspiracies about this school that I have as tangled as, quick, finish my analogy for me. You know, be a bro. I'm going to go to bed now. It's extremely late. Bro, it's like 7 p.m. That doesn't sound like an analogy at all. But whatever, man. I like you. You seem cool, dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial's such a terrible thing. Later! Every single one of his sentences could be a green text. Quite literally. He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly that it's like he had never even opened the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. He did say he was dead. Am I being haunted by the ghost of 4chan? Yeah, I love Leaflet too. Leaflet's such a cool guy. What a cool guy. Or Greer. I really like Greer. I watch a lot of Parasi. I watch Pamu. Because she's so fucking funny. The fetish stuff aside, if you're not into the NSFW, fucking fine. But she's so fucking funny and quick with it. I love Saba. I love Saba. I mean, I love Pamu. I saw the word Saba. I saw Saba, so I say Saba. Yeah, Greer's really fun. You put me on Greer. She's really fun. There's a lot of people. They're slowly starting to like DM me too, and I'm kind of freaking out. Like, what if I get collabs with these people? Every time I talk in some of their chats, it's like when I'm in Kiki Pyeon's chat, and she's like, "Hi, Niner! Hi, Niner!" She gets so happy. Or Parasi, when she sees me in her chat, she's like, "No, no!" That's how she does it. No! Like, they sound so happy that I'm alive, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't kill myself. You know what I'm saying? I should shoot the shot one day. I gotta stop being a pussy. I've been active in these girls' communities for like a year. I gotta stop being a pussy. I really do. I just don't know how to talk to women, man. I'm just learning how to talk to myself at a screen. You know? I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go on to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into my bed. It takes me some time to just relax and get up so I can get started on my homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels so good just lying here, so my eyes closed. Start with a hit, baby. Go up there, slick my hair back, and hit him with a whoa, mama. This school is some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated and on the top of a mountain, and each person is just stranger than the last. There you go. See, Retro knows what's up. It's just something about the personalities attached to the character. You know? The greatest stories are written in the moments they happen. Fiction aside, kayfabe aside. Sure, it was a character, but she was very real to me. Okay? They're very real to me, and I love them all very much. Honestly, I would have never even considered being a VTuber personally, though, if it wasn't for Elfin. She was just like, "You're funny. Stream with me." And I'm like, perceived. Disgusting. Maybe I'm trying too hard. That's so real. That's so real, Hisao. Insane timing. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off. And the words are just left echoing off my empty walls. I think the best and most respectable thing we can do for Elfin as a creature is just let her die and move on as a human individual behind it. You know? Gatekeeper, and let her express herself. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and pill bottles arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Chapter 2. I feel very tired this morning. Probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day, and then on top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. Bro, you missed your pills! He didn't take his meds today. Unless they just assume that he did that. But he fell asleep without taking his meds. I've done that so many times, and you just feel like shit for like 3 days after. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing my work as instructed from the board. It already looks like this day is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I've decided to join the student council, even if it's only been 1 day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, but I don't even have an answer for them if they do. So this situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one really looks at her. The teacher doesn't even seem to comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say we're going to take a break and to go into groups soon. I turn my head and see Shizune and Misha looking at me. Shizune gave me a smile that's equal part cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now. There's no escape."
Hey-chan! It looks like we're together again. Yay, yay!
Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There's really no escape now, unless I were to jump out the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. What's wrong, Hee-chan?
Oh, Hee-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, Hee-chan. We're talking about it after you left, too. And it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early. Right? Right?
I am so happy you two are able to laugh at my expense. And even more pleased to know that you two both know how crazy the two of you can be.
Hi, Sarah.
I know that now that it's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment onto the back of her hand with an over-dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there's only really 2 problems. I almost want to say something about her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering how small the amount of work is. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is, but simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is so unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and cannot catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her work with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's totally understandable. Hey, that girl over there.
Huh? Who? Who, Hee-chan?
Her, Hanako? Does she always work alone?
I think so, Hee-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone?
Well, I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something.
This is my kitty blankie.
I'm dressed like bangers today. Also, hello, Mr. Rolidus. Rolidus? Rolidus. Mr. Roll. So I'm going to call you that. I was just thinking that maybe she could come work with us or something.
No, I don't think that'll be a good idea, Hee-chan.
Why not?
Shi-chan wouldn't get along with her.
Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still trying to be uplifting. Wait, but still has that lilting up and down quality impression with everything she says.
Well, just because, Hee-chan.
By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation is making me realize how Misha has been signing everything, and she's been saying this whole time.
What, Shi-chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? Whew. Well, that sounds harsh. I'm not going to say that to him.
Well, you said it anyway.
Well, I know, Hee-chan. It's fine for you to overhear.
Yeah, she didn't say it directly to me. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune's saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time? There is never conversation Shizune will be left out of.
Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hee-chan.
They don't like her freaky fuck-ass face. Any friend of my enemy is an enemy of mine. Well, we all voted unanimously that she was a cutie patootie, so you can shut the fuck up, Boyd. It's the fucking feminists trying to take over, I swear to God. We finish with time to spare, and I decide to ask if there's any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food there has been subpar so far. I say so. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing amongst themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way over there. But what about the bill, too? They're arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they didn't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder and towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone in this class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging their desks, the ones with the actual box lunches mixed in with the chattering like everybody else. only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who can see her, almost as though she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned the page since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone? What do I do? But she ran away crying last time I talked to her. I have negative riz. I want to talk to her. I could talk to her, or I could just carry on and read my book and mind my own business. Yeah, you think they're just all like, it could be like the girl from Iwaihime, where everyone was just like, it's better than giving her a panic attack to just ignore that she exists. You know? Because, like, really, what's at stake from the entire class, like, asking her, oh, are you okay? What's wrong? That probably makes it so much worse. That's actually the last thing I want to hear when I'm having a fucking panic attack is, what's wrong? No, just fucking guide me to a quiet spot. Breathe it out. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna talk to her. Let's see if I still have Elriz now that I know what I know about their secret feminist organization. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I better say something. She runs immediately. Hey there, Hanako.
Hisao!
Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and I thought that I would get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks up at me, I notice the scarring once more. It's a little bewildering that she could barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up.
That's okay. It was my fault.
No, well, it wasn't anybody's fault, it just kind of happened. So are you waiting for somebody? I saw you looking at the door before.
Yeah. Lily.
Oh, you mean the blind girl, Lily? Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities is a faux pas of the worst kind, or it's just normal here. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends?
Yeah.
As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. Well, I hope I'm not disturbing you right now.
No. That's not it. It's just that earlier, it's just easier if Lily doesn't come here.
Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom?
No, not really.
Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Shizune? Hanako nods again. Wait, Lily and Shizune has the beef. So the friend of her enemy is Hanako. I thought I being friends with Hanako made me an enemy. What about her? Do they not get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly, this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make strange sort of sense, Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two could be impossible. Hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha, even when you can see those hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I am the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she quickly moves to the door.
Oh, Lily!
Hanako, good morning. Is the president here?
Yeah.
Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again as if to confirm she can't hear them, even if that's impossible. Oh, I suppose we best be off then. Lily sighs and the tone seems like frustration makes me raise my eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two? It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, then they would just tell me, right? It's only my 3rd day here. I should be trying to make friends, not find out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds just like my old high school. Even if the people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey, Lily, how are things? Sorry I made you run off yesterday.
Oh, my. Is that, Hisao? I didn't realize you were here.
It seems that Lily is a little embarrassed about being frank in front of me.
Sorry, Lily. I thought you realized.
No, it's alright, Hanako. Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a little misunderstanding. Well, if you say so. I'm just working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people are a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you're still feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure. I'll remember that.
Lily?
Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologies really made any impact. You, mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hums quietly, still smiling. Well, I'm sure we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then to me, and then she freezes, eyes wide open. Sure. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she just saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Oh my god, I just got a text on my phone. It was so distracting. My friend works a job where he's management for an American company, and I can't specify which one. But one of his employees looked up Jeffree Star's account and got fired. And sorry, it distracted me to see that. I'm like, why are you telling me this? Declining after the deal is sealed would only be a confusion and a problem. Bro lost his whole job for fucking looking up a celebrity account. That's so funny. Anyway, so we leave, all three together. Why would he get fired for that? Because it's you're only supposed to look at the accounts of the people who are calling in for customer service or whatever. Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she's practically half hugging her as they go. Although, it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest, with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little, and my vision briefly goes black. That's so funny, out of all the celebrities they could have looked up. Ouch! I open my eyes to see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. Oh my god, she's got the portal things! She's gonna jump so high with them portal things! They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and is now fallen down half the hallway stairs. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as rather strange thing to have on a lunch break. Even more striking than that, though, is she doesn't have any legs. Or, I mean, she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs end at the shin, and the feet are made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting right now. The girl winces a little and rubs her nose and jumps up. Oh man, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't really looking where I was going, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. She's looking really apologetic, and the hurt puppy looking kind of way. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are kind of my weak spot. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh shit, his heart. As I say that, there's a stinging pain growing in my chest. It's because he forgot his meds, isn't it? And I know that this is going to be the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself. Don't forget your medication. And most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I tried to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my own heartbeat. Seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. Oh, I gotta go higher. She's high-pitched. Okay, we gotta find a good voice for her. She kind of sounds like the other girls. Oh, damn it. I clicked it again. The worried high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stare at her for a few seconds dumbfounded until I realize that I probably looked worse off than I actually was, doubled over on myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I think I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and taking a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me. Big time, but it's nothing more than that, surely. Okay, high-pitched. Let's see.
Are you sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard.
Is that believable?
I hit you pretty hard.
It's okay, I said I was fine, and nothing's broken, you know? No harm done?
That's good. I was,
So, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried. More than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me. It's nothing serious. I'm just winded, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I was just going to get some stuff and then I was kind of in a hurry.
Oh, that someone is Emmy, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic and or metallic looking feet, looking down at them before saying anything.
Hi, Lily. Hanako.
I guess the girls all know each other. Do please be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure those sort of accidents, but there are people who aren't, okay? The girl blushes and started to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling.
I know that. I'm just, I was just... Oh, I gotta go! Teacher will have my head. I promised I would be there with the printouts, but then I ended up running instead. Oh, sorry, but I gotta change and everything.
The little pitter-patters of her cripple feet. Did you hear that? It was like... Blind got the mommy energy, though. I don't know. They said she was fancy and polite, so I gave her a mommy voice. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? Well, there are more rules in Yamako than usual in running in the corridors. But it rarely stops Emmy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight, composed smile. I don't think there's anything else we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Well, shall we be off then? Lily heads off down the hallway and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, but still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about their business of making lunch. Before I can open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting up both of their lunch boxes. So, is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yeah. Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits us both, and we end up using this room pretty regularly. After seeing Hanako's reaction to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why this is a boon. That and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. Makes my seat last after Lily's. I take my seat last after Lily's poured tea for us and sits down. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misa and Shizune. Oh, thank you for remembering up, Seisont. Welcome to the PNs. Welcome to the Peens. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl that I've ever met. So, how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seem a bit flustered before. Well, apart from getting lost every now and again, and being crash-tackled outside of my classroom, well, fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about these to relative strangers, even if they've been pretty friendly to me. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I didn't think they were buying it. But in what I assume was in their way of respecting my privacy, they didn't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here, you know? Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been at this school? You both seem to know your way around here pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but I only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of the high school as well, and moved into the dormitories when she did, if memory serves right. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Since we moved, yeah. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably the reason to befriend them, even though I'm guessing Lily's blindness played a part in that as well. Oh my god, it's like me and Kenji! Besties forever! I can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who's deliberately avoiding her looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. Well, I guess I'd better be off. Are you going with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she's considering skipping class altogether. Maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to think of it. Hanako is really delicate to the point of breaking if it looked at the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already been started, by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane, Hanako and I filing out before her. A Kenji run? Is that possible? Can I? my heterosexual life mate, Kenji? We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. The fuck is that? Somebody try to start a chainsaw next door? Bro's chainsawing shit. Anyway, my pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways with Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off our way to our own. She's still looking at me like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yeah. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would feel appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out there, the more explaining we're going to have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. We make our way to our own seats and I notice Misha and Shizune are both missing as well. I wonder if this is some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of this school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems to be an okay person despite the first weird impression that I got, and the material is relatively interesting. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Anyway, however, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd, at the hospital I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here, filling the considerably shorter hours seems so much more difficult. Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets that we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. What is it, Nakai? I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's only natural to spark some conversation since there's nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I'd do after school, maybe? The teacher slowly puts the cap on his pen he is holding and arranges the papers into a stack, clacking it against his desk twice. He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment I am reminded of Shizune. The teacher is more unhurried and relaxed, much more routined. You have no plans? No. I considered joining a club, but I don't know what kind of clubs even interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone's club, you know? Could pique your interest. I guess. Well, I don't know how to continue from there. Muto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back and avoid a conversation altogether. But I can't. So I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, these other students. I'm talking to people and everything, but it's just so that I won't be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like, it feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird if I ignore them. I don't think this is gonna stop. I might shut down early. We'll get to a comfortable stopping point here, and then we'll save. Damn, if I do, damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. Well, these things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone, even if they're blind or something. Try to look behind the superficial, you know? There's not a single student here who is just a normal kid behind whatever they seem to have at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you consider, for example, Shizune's deafness when it's the only way to communicate her is to talk through Misha? Or Hanako? It's not like you could just ignore her face. Well, but... I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open.
Teacher!
Misha crashes in, hands straight in an enthusiastic greeting. Her voice is loud and lively, even in the wake of... It could even wake the dead from their graves. She started towards the teacher's desk, with bouncing steps, hand energetically swinging with the rhythm. Muto, visibly dismayed at the interruption, Misha in general slumps in his chair. Mikado. Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong and she has no idea what.
Yes?
We've talked about volume control before.
Yes.
She doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So, what is it?
Well, I need help. We're running out of supplies from the festival stands. This is a distress!
She's so fucking loud, dude. She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that?
Plywood! Plywood is always the problem! Last time we wanted more, there was only a little. And then the time we just took it and... took it all. And went with that. Now there's like none left. What do you do when there's... Do you know where there is some? They need plywood.
I don't understand. How would I know?
Shi-chan! I mean, the president, thought that the teacher would know, where the plywood is. Was she wrong?
Muto looks like he's in great pain, frowning with his entire existence. But Misha doesn't understand at all. Looking at the two of them try to communicate is just terrible. It's like looking at a man being tortured by a drilling into his skull while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. And I'm afraid I have no idea where you can get more plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there was any.
What should I do?
I don't know, perhaps find Mr. Nomiya? I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry it from his cold dead hands though, but that's a different matter.
I don't have time! We're so busy!
She holds her head with both hands, looking despairingly at it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's been holding against her hair.
I should have been fetching I shouldn't even be fetching all these things. There's so much more to do and we're falling behind the schedule!
Muto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling does not really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he just didn't. I wonder if you could get some temporary help. That's what I get for complaining about being bored. He switches to staring at me focusedly with a hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. I guess I can give you a hand.
You can? Thanks, Hee-chan, you're so nice!
She pauses and does a double take, and then points at me with her fingers, yelping, "Ah!" and looking very puzzled.
Come to think of it, what's Hee-chan even doing here? Class is over, you should be having fun!
We just had a little chat, that's all.
Oh no! It's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, Hee-chan?
No, I'm not.
Is Hee-chan in trouble, teacher?
No, he's not. Muto sighs deeply and I feel like I have to help him. help get Misha off of the teacher's back. So, what do you need?
the list? I can try to find the plywood somewhere if there is none in the art room.
She offers me the note that she's been holding, and I take it, hesitating a bit. Well, I said I'd help you, but this has implications on whether or not I'm joining the student council or not, does it?
Well, still thanks, Hee-chan. Try to be quick, okay? We're in a stall building streak right now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry!
She bounces off out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like silent agreement. Well, there you have it. I have something to go do. Don't sound so smug, please. Looking at this list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh. Yeah, man. I wish all these girls wanted to hang out with me. It should be me. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. Yoo-hoo! Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. Because whatever's happening, this sawing or drilling, like it's a mixture of sawing and drilling and lawn mowing. And it sounds like it's getting closer to my house, so it might be my landlord doing yard care shit. It's really annoying because this game has a lot of like silent points. And I think it's kind of taking from the vibe, you know? So we have saved at the end of a private lunch. The boomer neighbors are working on stuff. Yeah, either that or the property management for my house is doing like weed care and shit. Yeah, it's the Canadian Chainsaw Master. Ooh, me next, me next. I'm the one. I'm the next one to get chainsaw massacred. Well, thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry I was a little low energy today, but it was fun to start a new visual novel. You know, it was either this or singing. You can't hear it on our end, but 3 hours is probably reasonable for stream 1. Yeah, I mean, it's a 10-hour game. I was planning on making it 3 installments. And yeah, I've kind of dropped the ball on making schedules because of my personal life. Got a little messy there. So I probably won't be doing that for a while. But, you know, same bad time, same bad channel. 11 a.m. on school nights. 5 p.m. on weekend nights. EST. I'll be in and out. Probably once my hands feel better, because my rheumatoid is really active today. That's why I didn't really play any games. Once my hands are better, I would like to do another member drawing stream because I'm behind on girl requests. So feel free, now that you're membered up, to go to the Discord section and suggest some girls for the wheel. And we'll do some more. Okay? Okay? Make sure you do that. Okay? Have a nice day. Okay? No worry, da. Okay?